Ni hao, 我的朋友们, which in English is hello, my friends. I am Adam. This is Language Arts with Adam. Here we are going on to the 8th episode of this series. We're still trucking along. I'm still trying my best to remember all these characters, practicing every day with Anki. And today we have another interesting scene. As you recall, last time we were walking around that plaza, and today we're going to go right into the restaurant at the end of the plaza on the left. And in this restaurant, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on here. So let's go on to the first thing. Looking over on the left side of the restaurant, a crazy scene. So in the restaurant, Donkey Kong and an octopus bump up against Will Ferrell to the music, "What is Love?" like Night at the Roxbury. And won't let him go unless they receive 8 fresh pears from the restaurant. It's a very strange thing. I'm not sure what Will Ferrell has to do with the restaurant. Maybe he works here or something like that. But here to remember the shape of this character for 8, so we have the meaning 8 here for the 8 fresh pears. We have Donkey Kong and an octopus, and I kind of envision this character in such a way that, you know, Donkey Kong is the taller one on the right side, and the octopus is kind of shorter one on the left side there. And we have the pronunciation, it's actually ba, but I wanted to use the ba sound because I couldn't find any good word for the situation that had ba in it that would really make me remember it, because I really wanted to use this scene. So moving on to the next one here, we have the young boy Ness, who I'll be using in the future for quite a few more of these characters, and because of course boy is in a lot of different compounds as well. So the young boy Ness sees the disgusting erotic threesome dancing and feels sick, turning his head away from the turkey he is eating and throws up all over his white shirt with Pikachu on it. So you can see here that when I look at these scenes, I also try to pick some objects out of the scene so that when I come back to that scene or I'm walking through it in my mind, I can pick up these little objects here. For example, the pears in number 20, you can see them on the table in the middle of the room. And for this one, you see the turkey on the table, which will remind me Ness was there, the boy, was eating the turkey before he saw the disgusting scene, the erotic scene. So once again, using erotic for the sound, but this time we have Pikachu in it, which means it's with the second tone, so and yeah, this is just a really, I find that it was much easier to tie these two stories together. And then the throw up, of course, is kind of the shape of the character. And thinking about the vomit, it sounds disgusting, but the shape of it when it kind of comes down and hits the ground, that's a really great way for me to remember this character. And really, when you're looking at these characters too, you see that number 20, so ba and are kind of similar. They both have 2 lines going down like this. And the only difference is, or one of the biggest differences, is in the character for boy, which also, by the way, is the character for child and also son as well. This character has kind of like a little hook at the bottom, which I kind of picture as when the vomit hits the ground, it kind of splashes up there. Again, this is kind of disgusting, but the more disgusting something is, the more easy it is for you to remember, for it to really come out in your head if you're trying to remember these. On to the last one here, we have responding to the scene, laundry soap salesman Pikachu happens to walk in and jump on the table and sees the t-shirt covered in vomit. You look like you should buy some of the special Sundrop laundry soap. It'll remove those stains and whiten your shirt again. So here, of course, we have Pikachu, again, the second tone. I have to identify this. We've talked about sun before. So remember Lilakkuma in one of the earlier episodes, we had Ru, but this time it's not pronounced like that. This time we have a different pronunciation, and also we have the character for drop on top of the sun. So we have kind of a sun drop there. We have the pronunciation buy, which I'm using with the word to buy, and white, the meaning of this particular character. So in the end, we have buy. Now, you can see how we're kind of constructing stuff, and you can kind of see that there's a reason for the order which we're learning these characters in, because the order is going in such a way that we're going to proceed to characters in the future that contain pieces of the parts we're learning early on, so that when we get to the later points, we can start to use these characters to put them together. So it'll be a lot easier for us to memorize. In any case, that's it for today. I hope you all had fun. I'm still going along here. It's still interesting. And I hope that if you're trying to learn this as well, that you're staying consistent and doing your best. You see, I'm doing this every day, doing my best here, even though I'm working every day as well. But, you just have to try to do a little bit every day, little victories, even just 5, 10, 15 minutes. All right, so I will see you all next time. Remember, try remembering these things as best as you can. Try to use these stories and learn smarter and not harder. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I am Adam. This is Language Arts with Adam. Bye-bye.